If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Good morning and welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our lovely live audience today is from my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. They're here to tell us about their Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference kicking off in Norfolk tomorrow.
And this beachfront neighborhood shows what happens when construction meets conservation. We'll show you the sustainable community's best feature in this week's postcard from Hampton Roads.
Lost dogs and cats, squirrels' nests, rabbits' nests. You'll see more of them as we head into the warmer months. I'm Cheryl Tan. I'll tell you what you do if you come across them and how you can help these animals out.
Plus, Green Week continues as the folks from the Closet Factory tell us how you can declutter your home without cluttering the planet. Green Week continues here on the Hampton Roads Show. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Spring always makes you want to kind of clean out.
It does. Spring
Get
throw
it
away.
away.
Whole clean sweep.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweep. Does that involve work?
Work.
Work?
Yeah, you need to clean out your desk. You don't want to have a messy desk.
I know. We're doing that here at WAVY.
We are.
Declutter Day on Friday, so get out there and clean it up.
So, of course, since it is Go Green Week here on the Hampton Roads Show, we've kind of been asking some topics about what are you doing to go green. And this first hot topic is a little interesting here, but here's the question. How much would you pay for an amazing state-of-the-art light bulb? How much would you pay, Chris? What is it worth to you?
I would pay $10.95, Ariane.
And say it's supposed to last 20 years. What would you pay if a light bulb lasts 20 years?
20 years?
$20.
20 bucks. Well, this new bulb, it's the Philips, the company is the one that entered it, but Congress put out this contest that they wanted to create a bulb to replace the standard incandescent 60-watt bulb. Philips was the only one that entered. They created this bulb. I think it's called the Philips bulb, and it is going for $60.
60 bucks?
Come
$60.
Saturday, or excuse me, Sunday, which is Earth Day. Home Depot is going to have it out, and that's what folks will be playing. But apparently, it's the most energy efficient. It's supposed to last 20 years and give off a pleasing, natural-looking light. But what separates it, of course, is the dollar amount. Yeah. $60. But I mean, if it lasts 20 years.
Well, I cannot buy those bulbs until my kids stop knocking the lamps over. You know?
Right.
I mean, if the thing goes down and breaks. But I thought we already did replace the traditional bulb with the curly one. But they're saying this one gives off better light.
This one gives off better light. They're trying to replace this with the already, incandescent 60-watt bulb, and this is the Philips bulb, and it's going to go for $60. They're saying also online it could cost anywhere from $20 to $60, depending on where it's found. But majority, if you pick it up and you look for it and it lasts 20 years. Hey, I'm saying if it lasts 20 years, I don't know. I'd have to see somebody.
Maybe if it were up in the ceiling.
I don't think they're gonna sell a lot of those bulbs. Something tells me there's not gonna be many of those going off the shelf.
Well, you've got your stockpile of the old-fashioned ones.
I'm a big fan of the incandescent. I'm still living in the 90s with the bulbs. But, but $60 for a light bulb. I mean, really, what's the price of light?
Yeah.
That's pretty expensive.
We could just go back to
candles. Gotta
candles.
wonder when it pays off.
But
Candles.
It could become like the new status symbol, though. No one will have shades on their lamps, so you go in their house and be like, they've got those $60 bulbs.
Well, it kind of looked pretty cool.
I guess
It
they're
did
doing
look
well.
I mean, it was green. And we're talking green
maybe
this week.
maybe the celebrities will have it. I don't know. Maybe Congress dropped the bulb from this
Drop
one.
the bulb.
Did you
There
get
it
it?
is.
Drop the bulb. It is kind of
Pleasing
interesting
and
looking.
green,
But
$60.
yeah, just
a lot of money.
Well, let us know what you have in your home right now. What's keeping it lit?
Okay, so maybe Philips or
Hopefully
GE
the sun right now. Turn the lights on.
They dropped the bulb on that one. But this morning we're also talking about dropping the ball. Everybody in their life says drop the ball some way or another. Well, this is a really bad dropping the ball. How about this? The University of Alabama won the national championship last year. And see that crystal ball right there? Handmade in Ireland. Well, over the weekend, a father of a player walked up to a podium where it was, tripped over a rug, and knocked the ball over, smashed into hundreds of pieces.
And I'm surprised it wasn't that guy holding it
I
up.
know. I
Holding
was
up high.
waiting
That's
to
Lou
see
Saban.
it.
That's the coach. That's Lou. Well,
I got it.
You know, I mean, imagine being the father of the player that knocked the ball over, smashed right there in front of everybody.
It was an accident, though, but how embarrassing would that be?
Well,
I wonder how much it costs.
It's $30,000. That's an expensive light bulb.
Well, we bring it up because it makes for good stories. You know, if you've ever done something
Good story
like
for that guy.
You know, I mean, as kids, I think we all break like special things for our parents. But just not too long ago, my friend was showing me something she got for her mom for Mother's Day, and it was like it was a garden gnome. That's what she wanted, this little garden gnome statue. And I went to put it down,
and it just, like, that pointy hat just slipped right out of my hand, and it, like, went thunk, and then its head fell off. And her mom was coming over, like, soon. You know, so I felt kind of badly about that.
When I was about 10, 11 years old, I was carrying in a sheet birthday cake from my grandmother, carrying it into the house, and I tripped and dropped it.
And what did you do?
I scooped it up, and I put it back on, scooped it all in, and I walked in, put a candle in it, and said, "Happy birthday, Grandma." And she got a big laugh out of it.
Well, this didn't involve me holding something, but it was recent. A friend of mine, I was helping him move his car, and it got caught on a tree stump. I didn't know something was there, and I backed up, and all I heard was "no," and then the whole left bumper ripped off because of me.
That is dropping the ball. But you know, with that guy who knocked it over, I hope his kid is a starter. I hope his kid's good, because you never know. They might look badly on the on his player.
I would hope not.
Or you know what they could do is they could get all the pieces, hundreds of pieces, and then sell it to boosters. Would you like a piece of the championship trophy?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, who knows? But that's what you call dropping the ball. So we're not dropping the ball this morning on the Hampton Road Show, but we're dropping the ball.
The next one might have to be made out of, like, plastic.
Why not? It's a little plastic
or have it in a
championship
case.
trophy.
Don't have it out, but yeah. All right,
My daughter broke something that, you know, my friend invited me to come speak at her Navy retirement when she was retiring, and for doing that, you know, as a gift, you know, she gave me this nice glass, you know, it was really nice, and Jenny broke it and smashed it. It was, like, so special to me, but I didn't want her to, I mean, she felt badly, but I didn't want her to feel really badly, but it's just kind of another one of those moments, like,
And everybody followed suit and started smashing glasses, and everything's fine.
Oh, we're having too much fun. All right, well, join in on the conversation. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at HR_show. We're going to bring in meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler here to the couch. Jeremy, have you ever dropped the ball?
Never.
I was trying to think about some things that I've done in the past, and it was kind of hard to come up with anything that I've really broken. There are a couple of little things, but nothing big that comes to mind.
Well, we called all your ex-girlfriends, and they said you broke hearts.
I guess so.
Shattered hearts along the way.
You've never been like, oops, no butterfingers?
I have. I couldn't think of any really good examples. I need a little more time to think about it, but I'm sure there's something.
Well, from now on, we're going to give you, like, all the fancy stuff to hold around here. Just hold that up.
No, I've broken my share of things. I just can't remember anything big and famous or important that really busted up.
So you've never knocked over a national championship trophy worth
I haven't done that.
$50,000.
I haven't done that. So far, so good.
All right.
But, ooh, this table.
It is glass.
Let's not do that. All right. Anyway, let's see what we got for the weather today. And if you're out and about carrying glass around the yard or something crazy like that, then you'll see some okay weather. You got a few spotty showers. Not raining most of the day, just lots of clouds, a spotty shower. Temperatures, though, much cooler in the upper 60s today. Mid-60s tomorrow, some early showers. Really the best chance of rain will be tonight and very early tomorrow morning. Friday, partly cloudy, and then Saturday, just an isolated shower storm now. The rain chances have gone down there, but Sunday, the rain chances are still high, and especially going into Monday, where we could see some brief heavy rain as well and strong thunderstorms. So we're going to be on the lookout for updates on that. Okay, so let's take a look now at the pop quiz for today. The first clue is this: a famous general, about 1 million square feet. Take the credit card and an indoor harbor upstairs? Question mark. Put those clues together, see what you come up with. TheHamptonRoadshow.com. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Okay.
Easy.
Today's winner will receive a pair of tickets to see the Yvette Brothers with special guest the David Mayfield Parade Saturday, April 28th at Antelos Wireless Pavilion in Portsmouth.
That's a big deal. They were discovered through the Discovery Music Series at Attic Theater. Now, like, there's not a, they got to need a very big venue.
Pretty big deal.
Plus, everyone who enters our pop quiz trivia this week will automatically qualify for our Green Week Grand Prize. This fantastic, stackable, space-saving, and sustainable cookware from Natural Home Merchandise. You can't drop and break that. Or can you?
We'll have Wheeler try.
Okay.
So when you hear all the plates or pots go down.
It's not me.
Plus, if you're a NASCAR fan, make sure to tune in tomorrow, and every Thursday in April, you will could win a pair of tickets to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series 400 coming to the Richmond International Raceway on Saturday, April 28th. It's the thrill of NASCAR under the lights and a winning experience for any NASCAR fan. Races at Richmond are amazing, and you could win some tickets to that event.
All right, we're just getting started here on the Hampton Roadshow today. Lucky 7 now as the top 7 American Idol finalists have been decided. We'll have a preview of tonight's fierce sing-off a little later in our Entertainment Express.
But first, warm weather brings out all kinds of critters, both fierce and friendly. So what do you do when you come across an unfamiliar animal? Cheryl Tan has the answer on this week's What's Your Problem?
Lovely colors there from our studio audience. Nice spring colors over there, and spring is here. Hampton Roads loves warm weather. We love springtime. But now that that season is moving in and more of us are headed outdoors, so are four-legged friends and other animals.
Well, that's why wildlife vets and animal rescue groups are bracing for a busy few months. I went to Newport News to find out how to help animals in trouble in today's What's Your Problem?
We don't have any specific reason why it changes, but as soon as the temperatures rise above 65, so does the number of calls, so many, does the number of bites.
Atia Pope, Superintendent of Animal Services in Newport News, says the warm winter sped things up, with Hampton Roads now well into the busy season for stray dogs and cats.
Are you surprised by the animals you see that don't have identification on them?
Yes, we have a lot of animals that we find that don't have their collars or don't have any type of tags or information on their tags that we can contact their owners. I highly recommend getting the microchip because it doesn't fall off.
Pope doesn't recommend strangers checking for themselves whether an animal has the proper ID.
Unless you know the animal, call someone first. That is probably the best thing because you don't know the circumstances in which that animal is out, and even though the animal is probably normally friendly, you don't know what a trigger might be.
Being observant helps.
Once they are in a secure position and they're not in an immediate threat, they should call animal control and kind of look at the animal, make sure you can get a description of the color, be cognizant of where you're at. I mean, if you can get a house address, a cross street, or something specific that we can use as a landmark, especially if you can't stay on location until we arrive.
If you feel comfortable doing so, Pope suggests taking the animal to the nearest shelter or animal control.
If you find yourself that you're able to do that, not that I recommend it, but some people have a little bit more experience dealing with the animals, that to take it to your local shelter or contact animal control immediately, because if somebody's looking for the dog, they're not going to be able to put signs up and everything right away, and the sooner the animal can get home, the better for that animal.
You may not know the animals that need help. Maybe there's some wildlife around your house. Maybe one has gotten hurt. Rangers at the Discovery Center at Newport News Park can offer answers.
We do run a rehabilitation facility for wildlife, orphaned and injured, found in the city of Newport News. It's been in existence since 1979.
Since then, the number of wildlife animals rehabilitated has grown to 800 a year.
We're getting a lot of calls for bunny rabbits, the nests that they nest in the yards and stuff. People might find them, the dogs might find them. Best thing to always do is just try to put the nest back as close to the way the mother had it as possible, and just let mom come and go.
For bunnies, possums, and squirrels, Ranger Roxanne Rouse encourages letting nature take its course.
If you have healthy animals, it's better to kind of just, leave them be.
Rouse steps in when something goes wrong.
The truly orphaned and the truly injured is what we get. Mm-hmm.
You're protecting all the ones who can't protect themselves.
Exactly. We're just trying to give them a second chance. Mm-hmm. We are a facility that people in Newport News that find animals that they just maybe even have a question if they need to be helped. We always suggest calling us first before you chase it down. If you have to chase it, typically you don't have to catch it and bring it to us.
Once inside their rehab facility, rangers nurse the animals back to health and then back outside.
It's great to look up and think, well, maybe that's one of mine, that's one of ours, or something like that as it's flying through.
We're hearing a lot of ahs from the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Some great video put together by Pat Dowd, photojournalist, and I can see him on the roving camera today. So shout out as always to him for such great work. But you hear the tips from the experts, and it's important to reiterate it again. They urge you not to feed wild animals because otherwise they keep coming back for more.
Well, and I've heard they don't even want you to feed your domestic animals outside.
And they don't want to do that either because then the
You're
other
laying out
animals
the buffet.
will come back to your doorstep. So it's important to remember that. Just feed them inside. And for folks who are worried about the city lines, if you're in Hampton and the dog runs into Newport News, call animal control and they'll help you no matter where you are.
They'll work it out. All right. Good answers to what's your problem. Thanks, Cheryl.
All right, in the Buzz Center, talking about our hot topics this morning. We're dropping the bulbs. We're dropping the ball.
Dropping the ball.
Dropping everything here. Talking about Alabama's championship crystal trophy. It's a football.
Behold the championship trophy.
It was accidentally knocked over by one of the players' dads.
Player's dad walked up, got his foot caught in the carpet, and hit the podium, and down goes the $30,000 handmade crystal ball.
I wonder if were a lot of people around, and
of course.
Can you imagine that?
Of course. And you know, more like, ah! Oh my gosh, that poor guy had to walk out of there.
So we were saying, hey, everyone, of course, has dropped the ball at some point in time. Tell us about your mistake. And Jory on Facebook says, it's just the trophy. Their title isn't taken away, which is true, but
it's only $30,000. Some big donor, no problem.
Craig says, I don't really have one, but man, that is funny. He says, not that I don't make many mistakes, I just make too many to just think of one. Mike B says,
Craig.
you would have thought that they would have taken care of preventing something like this from occurring, i.e. have it in a case or...
Yeah, it just seemed, well, I think they want to be able to hold it and pass it around, and of course at some point someone's going to drop it. It's a football.
Yeah, and then Ashley White Davis, she says, you know, accidents happen, which is so true. She says, Monday, I dropped a jar of mayonnaise and it busted on the kitchen floor. I bet the trophy was easier to clean up than that. Have you ever dropped mayonnaise on the kitchen floor?
No,
but you come back like a week later and you see like little crusted stuff in the corner. You're like, dang.
What I've dropped is a pan of tomato sauce, and if you, I mean, I'm sure you've dropped some tomato sauce, and that goes everywhere. So.
Everywhere.
But that's not $30,000.
It is not.
Symbolizing a championship.
It is, Chris. If you cook it, it is worth $30,000.
Yeah,
everything you touch is gold.
Pretty much what it would take to get me to cook $30,000.
And we're also talking about what would you pay for like an amazing state-of-the-art light bulb. Congress put out this contest, and Philips was the only one that entered, but they had been working on this new bulb. It's called the Philips bulb, and it is supposed to last 20 years. It's supposed to give off like a low lighting, and it's
that sounds like a great light bulb. How much is that worth?
It's $60.
60. I'll take 3. Well, that'll be $180, Mr. Reckley.
And there it is, right there.
I can light 3 rooms.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be better than the CFL, and it lasts 3 times longer. It gives off more natural-looking light. Catherine, she says, someone do the math. Isn't that cheaper than using non-energy saving bulbs for 20 years? That might help the decision. So someone says, though, I would get it, but only if proven that it works for 20 years.
Well,
which I'm with them. If it works for 20 years.
Do a little experiment. Why don't you buy one and see how long it lasts?
We can all put in on it.
20 years.
20, 40, 60. Boom. We got it.
About that.
All right, thanks for buzzing in. We're going to read more comments a little bit later on throughout the show. But still ahead on the Hampton Road Show, the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank is gearing up for one of its biggest fundraisers with the help from our friends at Bayport Credit Union. Find out how you can give for a good cause at this year's Tastefully Yours.
And don't forget our pop quiz. Today's winner will receive a pair of tickets to see the Yvette Brothers with special guests, the David Mayfield Parade, Saturday, April 28th at the Intellis Wireless Pavilion in Portsmouth. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Welcome back, everyone. Our live audience today is from a sorority near and dear to my heart, my sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. This weekend, it is the 59th Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference. Here now to tell us more about this big event is Atlantic Regional Director, Dr. Linda Gilliam. Thank you, ladies, and you look amazing, might I add, for being here this morning.
Thank you, Ariane. Thank you so much.
Dr. Gilliam, tell me about AKA for those, or tell folks about AKA, our sorority.
Alpha Kappa Alpha is the oldest Greek-lettered organization for college women. We were established on the campus of Howard University in 1908. So for 104 years, we've been committed to our mission, which is service. So we're a service organization, and we have been doing a great deal of work in our communities. So that's who we are in a nutshell.
And starting tomorrow, of course, the regional conference kicking off in Norfolk. Talk about that.
Oh, it is such an exciting event. Norfolk will not see the sights of which they will see this weekend. There are over 2,500 women who will come and grace the city with pink and green. This is one of our larger conferences, so we are very excited about what we're going to do in Norfolk. We have a service project, as I shared with you. Our mission is service. So we have a service project which will donate ladies' undergarments and gift cards to 3 battered women's shelters. So we're going to be conducting that service while we're in session at the regional conference.
And there are some events for folks that they should know that are open to the public.
Absolutely.
That they can come to.
Absolutely. On Thursday night at 7 p.m. at the Marriott Convention Center, we will open our conference officially with a public meeting. Dignitaries will come and bring greetings. We will share what our organization is about, and we will roll out the conference for the weekend. So that's open to the public.
And I know tomorrow at Norfolk State University from 1 to 5, I'm going to be hosting a teen summit, and it's open to all high school age kids to come out. We're going to have panelists, and it's going to be an awesome event. Myself and, of course, DJB from 103 GMs are going to be hosting that, so we're wanting to get the word out about that as well.
Oh, absolutely. The Teen Summit is one of the initiatives that our International President, Attorney Carolyn House Stewart, wanted all of us. There are 10 regions in the organization, and each region presents the Teen Summit. So this Teen Summit is going to take place. There will be approximately 300 young people there. It is, we're very excited about it. We've been planning this for a whole year, so it's about to happen.
Yes.
And we're very excited about it. Norfolk State University is partnering with us to allow us to have it on site with them. So we're very pleased with what's going to happen, and we're pleased that you're going to be facilitating it.
I am pleased for you guys having me out there, and thank you all for being here. Of course, we're going to have all of the information about what's open to the public. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated 59th Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference, again tomorrow through Sunday, Norfolk Waterside Marriott. For more information, you can always log on to midatlanticaka.org. Ladies in the salmon pink and the apple green, I had to pull it out of the closet. Thank you for being here.
All right, straight ahead on the Hampton Roadshow. You know, Mother Nature gives us beaches, but her forces can also take them away. Coming up in this week's postcard from Hampton Roads, we'll show you a conservation project that spawned an entire community.
But first, after being saved from elimination, a fan favorite is back in the running on American Idol. We'll get a preview of tonight's Top 7 Showdown. It's coming up next. Welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow. Looking to declutter your home without cluttering the planet? Our next guest can help. Tamara Lentz, Senior Design Consultant with the Closet Factory in Virginia Beach, knows a lot about saving space and the environment. Tamara, welcome back to the Hampton Roadshow. Let's talk about the Closet Factory's Sustainability Initiative. I know that's a big word, but talk more about that.
Well, we are a leader in the closet and building industry in green initiatives. We are very conscious about the environment. We want to make sure that what we do has as little impact as possible. So we are very aware of choosing products that by their very nature are, I would say, safer for the environment than some of the other products that we could be using.
Yes, since Closet Factory manufactures each design here in Virginia Beach, how does your local technology complement your company-wide green cause?
I've been with the company a little over 8 years, and back in the day we designed on graph paper and used a handsaw to cut everything. That created just a tremendous amount of waste in our 14,000 square foot factory.
Yeah.
So what we have done in the past few years is convert over to computer-aided design, and we now have a router called a CNC, and that router is very good at analyzing jobs and determining the best way to cut the job so that it produces the least amount of waste, keeps costs down, better for the environment, and it just makes for a really smooth job.
What is being considered for the upcoming Spring Homerama from an environmentally friendly aspect? Because I know you keep that in mind.
We always do. We're using a Renee tankless on-demand water heater. We are using an increased or an upgraded insulation package on the job. We are using green cabinetry, and then of course we're looking for someone with a lot of green to buy the house from us.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
And you'll find somebody.
We will. We always do.
Now, how do you as a Closet Factory designer incorporate the idea of green nature, clean lines in your design for homeowners? Talk about the green nature.
Every client is different. Every client is unique. And what I do is I go in and I listen to their needs. I listen to their desires. Sometimes it's a traditional client who's just more environmentally conscious and they want to use the most green material possible, so I zero in on that. Other clients have a more zen-like aesthetic, so theirs is going to be more of the clean lines and the look of something that's more natural versus something that may be a little more traditional.
Well, let's talk natural, and everyone loves wood, and nothing seems to be more green than wood.
You're right about that. Nothing is more green than wood. It is renewable, it is recyclable, it is biodegradable. by its very nature, it's safer. It's good for the environment because what it does is take CO2 from the atmosphere, convert it over to oxygen. So that's good in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. What we do is we buy from local manufacturers, so we are supporting the local environment. We're keeping costs down that way because shipping costs, for example.
Right.
So we use water-based stains. They are faster drying time, fewer off emissions, and we just constantly looking for ways that we can do better things for the environment.
And most of that is by saving space, and you guys are really good about that at
We're
Closet
awesome
Factory.
at saving space.
Awesome at saving space. Talk about that and how I can save just about anything.
What we do is look at your space, and instead of taking a prefab product and trying to fit it into your space, we are custom designing. We are measuring every inch and getting every inch of usable space out of that particular closet, pantry, garage, office, any space in your house that you can think of. And the last Homeorama house that we built in October, we designed 26 custom spaces within the home.
Wow.
And in the new house that we're building for this coming June's Homeorama, we're doing something similar.
Tamara, I love the work that you do. It's amazing what you can do. If you want to get more ideas from the Closet Factory, contact them in Virginia Beach at 486-2726 or look them up online, closetfactory.com. Tamara, great job in saving space and saving the earth. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right, a fan favorite is back in the running to be the next American Idol after the judges saved them from elimination.
But there are still 6 others vying for the title. Fox's Adam Housley has a preview from Hollywood.
Yes, we're using the same. We ain't going home. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Jessica Sanchez rejoined American Idol's top 7 after the judges used their only save on last Thursday's show. Randy Jackson says fans shouldn't presume their favorites will automatically get through.
I think sometimes they forget. They think everyone's safe. And I said over there, Ryan says it every week. Yeah. But doesn't mean that people follow and listen.
Let's hear the song.
As for the finalists, their days are filled with mentor meetings, rehearsals, fittings, stage blocking, Ford commercial shoots, and countless other activities, barely leaving time for them to unwind at the mansion.
We're all so tired, and it's a constant thing. Weeks are blending together. You've got to learn songs like crazy. But yeah, I mean, we're thankful that we're still here, and we go to sleep.
Fan interaction includes Twitter and Facebook. Joshua Ledette had one follower who went too far.
I had a fan wrote me on Twitter and asked for all my information, my social security and all kind of stuff like that, and I denied it. And somehow, I don't know how, but this fan got my phone number and texts my phone constantly.
The Idols are also getting used to being recognized in public.
It's so awesome for people to come up to us and ask us for autographs and pictures, but I'm not going to walk around like, oh, I'm a celebrity. No, I'm just a singer right now.
I was at an ice cream shop with some friends of mine, and this girl had bought a wax mustache, 2 of them, and she's like, will you please take a picture with me with this wax mustache? That was a little strange, but it was probably one of the coolest pictures ever.
I love the way that my fans are right now. They're normal, they're supportive. That's the way it should be.
Hey, pretty please.
In Hollywood, Adam Housley, Fox News.
All right, tune in tonight as the top 7 perform songs from now and then. It all starts at 8 on our sister station, Fox 43. We're going to find out who gets sent home, and you can catch performances by Idol alum Chris Allen along with LMFAO on the Results Show live from Hollywood Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And then here is the American Idol board top 7 that are left.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know how they ever pick one. It's a lot of talent.
Who's going to go home? We don't know.
We don't
Boom.
know.
All right.
We'll know soon. All right, still ahead, sooner than we know who goes on for American Idol, we'll be checking out East Beach in Norfolk. This week's postcard from Hampton Roads actually needs your vote. Coming up, we'll show you which local beach is in the running for a major award. All right, back on the Hampton Roadshow, and parents, we know sometimes our kids' schedules are as busy as ours. There are more and more studies showing now that kids just are not getting the outside play the way that they used to, the way we used to. And today we're joined by the best-selling author and outdoor play advocate, Richard Love, we went over this, sorry. Lube, okay.
Lube.
To talk about kids getting them outside more to enjoy that playtime, which is good for the body and mind. And we were talking during the break, Richard, you know, my parents used to fight to get us to come in when it was time for dinner or time for bed. And now, you know, as a mom, I feel like I'm really trying to encourage my kids to get out. What's changed?
Well, there are a lot of reasons for the change. You know, parents are concerned about their kids in many ways, but there's also a lot of competition for their time. And there's a Kaiser Family Foundation study that shows that kids spend about 54 hours a week plugged into some kind of electronic medium. So there's a lot of reasons for this, but the result is, you know, in 2 books, in Last Child in the Woods and also the new one out now in paperback is the nature principle. I talk about what I call nature deficit disorder, which isn't a known medical diagnosis, but it's a way to think about the price our kids pay, and we pay too, for staying indoors so much.
What is it? What do you think it is? Or what do you think is the price we pay or the benefits we're missing?
Well, the benefits we miss, I mean, it's too long a list to even really list, but studies at the University of Illinois, symptoms of attention deficit disorder for kids go down significantly with just a little bit of contact with the natural world. And that can be a park in an inner city neighborhood, too. Cognitive benefits, the ability to think clearly, the ability to be creative. Studies showing that kids in a natural play space compared to a flat playground, the kids in the natural play space tend to invent their own games, far more likely to do that. So there's a lot of benefits that I describe in these books.
So if you're ringing, if these things are ringing true with a parent who's listening right now, and they know, you know, that their child is plugged in too much, not spending enough time outside, how do you get your children more interested in going outside to play?
Well, one of the things is to go outside with them, to take them on a hike, take them with you. And one of the benefits of that, by the way, is family bonding. So there are a lot of ways to do this. The Nature Clubs for Families is taking off across the country, put up a tent in the backyard. But there's a third way that the Cliff kids, the folks who create organic snacks for kids and adults, they have the second annual Cliff Kid Backyard Game Contest this year. And there's a $10,000 prize for the kid and their family that create the most inventive backyard game, and that can be not just the backyard, it can be anywhere in nearby nature.
Right.
And then the runners-up get $1,000 each. There's 5 runners-up, and everybody gets a bike and a helmet. So that's a real incentive to get outdoors.
That's a great incentive. We'll put the information about the Cliff Kids contest at our website, and we thank you very much for your time today. And hopefully you'll be able to get a break from TV and get outside today.
I hope so. Yeah, and it's cliffkidbackyardgame.com is where they can find out about it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Richard Booth, thank you so much. I remember, I love playing outside.
I feel as if I'm addicted to nature on a daily basis. If I'm inside too long, I have to get outside and see a tree, see a bird, see a cloud formation, drive past water. I mean, just anything,
Yeah, I know.
And
especially
I try to
when
pass
it's a
it on to
nice
my
day.
kids.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're out a lot with your boys, with baseball.
I try to be, and I try to teach them, bird sounds. I say, "What was that bird?"
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a cardinal makes a distinctive beep, beep, beep. I said, "Do you know what that is?" And they'll say, "That's a cardinal, Daddy." And
I didn't know all that.
Kids onto nature. If you were my kid, you would know what a cardinal sound makes.
Well, I grew up in Alaska for 14 years, and it's just trees and
grizzly bear. That's a grizzly bear. I know what a grizzly bear is.
Yeah, come here. I'm going to wrangle the grizzly bear. Yeah, that's what I did. No, but we're talking about our hot topics this morning. The light bulb, the $60 light bulb.
Let's go back indoors.
I know, we're
going to
go back indoors.
$60 light bulb.
Yeah, it's an LED bulb that lasts 20 years. It's out by Philips. It's called the Philips bulb, but the price tag on it is $60. So we wanted to know, hey, would you buy it? Craig, he says, I tell you what, the government comes down on other high-priced things, i.e. gas and other such luxuries for us. I may consider it to light my home. On a side note, hitting the light bulb while you are sweeping doesn't seem so funny at $60 a pop.
Wow.
I agree. Mike B says, no, not at all. I already use CFL bulbs that work fine, and they don't cost $60. And they're supposed to last long unless you drop them by accident or they bust. This new bulb, the Philips bulb, is supposed to be better than the CFL bulb, but Mike B is sticking to his CFL bulbs. Susie says, I'm sticking with my 4 for $1 as long as I can.
What if you give them away as gifts? Is that a good idea?
So you're going to buy it?
Try it.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Here's a light bulb. Light bulb?
$60.
It's a $60 light bulb.
Joanna says at 20 years, the light bulb may outlive the lighting fixture it is attached to.
Ah, good point.
Light bulb moment. I didn't even think about that. And then PJ Dickens says, so how would they know that it lasts that long? I doubt very much that they spent 20 years testing it. LOL. Might. They might have one person that they assign for 20 years, make sure this light bulb stays.
It better come with a guarantee. I can see year 19, it burns out. I want my money back. I only got 19 years out of this.
That's great. All right, so thank you for sending in your comments on that. And, of course, we were talking about the Alabama Crystal Trophy that accidentally dropped. So.
All right. For more than 18 years, the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank's fundraising events, Tastefully Yours, has been a community highlight of the Hampton Roadshow.
That's right. Heading into its 19th year, the food bank is once again proud to have Bayport Credit Union as a grand sponsor. The funds raised provide services to 250 agencies, and this year it is no different. I'm here at the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank with Community Events Manager Donna Ty. We're going to talk about why giving back has never tasted so good. First, talk about the food bank, Donna. Hunger in the community is real, and who you guys help.
It is. It's definitely real. You know, I've always said that America should be land of the plenty, but it's not for so many families. There's so many working poor families out there struggling to make ends meet, not able to put food on their table. There's children that are going to bed hungry at night, and it's our seniors. Seniors should not have to make a choice on whether they should buy food or prescription drugs. So it's just the way it should not be.
The big question is, how can people help give back to you guys?
Our big Tastefully Yours fundraiser is coming up. It's our 19th annual fundraiser, and we could not do this without our sponsors and over 35 restaurants that are participating. The tickets are only $30, and you get so much taste of our local flavors, our local flavors in the community. And for every dollar, we can provide 4 meals, and that's 120 meals that will help give hope to those families that are struggling in our community.
So we heard Donna talk about the event and how they couldn't have put it together without their sponsors. I'm with Maria Owens, branch manager, also chairperson of Tastefully Yours. You guys are a grand sponsor, Bayport Credit Union is. Talk about your involvement with the event.
Well, that's why Bayport is so happy to be the grand sponsor once again this year at our 19th annual Tastefully Yours. We come together with over 35 restaurants. We have a silent auction. We have wine, beer, gambling for fun. We have door prizes. We have music live from Soul Patch coming in to entertain. And we have over 30 Bayport volunteers coming in at different periods of time to do different jobs in order to set up for this big event. So it's very important that we get the word out, get the crowd out. You get all of these things for $30 in advance, $40 at the door. You can buy your ticket at any Bayport location. You can come to the food bank to buy your ticket or go online.
And why is it important that Bayport gets involved in events such as this?
Hunger is very real. It's real to our membership. Some of our members have been affected in different ways with the different economy things that are happening, and we want to reach out to them in every way possible in order to get them help. And this is one way that we can do that.
All right, well, Maria, again, thank you very much. We're going to have all the information up. And again, like Donna said, giving back never tasted so good.
That's absolutely true.
All right, Tastefully Yours 2012 is going to be Thursday, April 26th. Mark your calendars from 6 to 9:30 in the evening at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. Tickets are on sale right now. $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Log on to hrfoodbank.org or just give them a call, 596-7188 for tickets and information. I hear it's it's a big event.
It is a very big event. All right, this next story is the perfect example of saving the environment for Go Green Week. Believe it or not, several man-made projects have turned Norfolk's East Beach back into a natural beauty. It's already been named one of the best restored beaches in the nation, and now it's in the running to win Best of the Best Restored Beaches.
Wow.
Here's this week's postcard from Hampton Roads. This week's postcard from Hampton Roads is a place that you could actually call a town within a town. We're in East Beach in Norfolk, and this beauty is no accident. It's one of the most carefully planned communities in the country, getting a lot of attention in Hampton Roads and in the nation. I want to introduce you to Lee Rosenberg. I guess we could call you a lot of things when it comes to this community, but I mean one of the architects and supporters for sure when it comes to restoring this area of Norfolk. It's come a long way since
it has.
The 1970s, I guess. And the dream for this community, when would you say it was born? Sometime maybe in the 1980s?
I think that's when people started seeing that this was really could be the potential of what East Beach could be. And back at that time, it was a very rough neighborhood.
Yeah.
And people think of East Ocean View as being not what you're seeing here today.
Yeah.
And so there's been a transformation.
Tell me what it took to build the beach that this community would want to live near.
Right, well, the development was called East Beach, and a lot of people didn't think that in the name people are going to come here because there's a beach. And at that time, there really wasn't much of a beach. So a tremendous amount of effort was made to stabilize the shoreline, bring sand in, which we mined offshore, to create a dune system, to make basically a natural system that was sustainable, just as we were trying to make a living community that was sustainable, that people would want to come here and live and work and play. And I think it's been really successful.
Tell me a little bit about the rocks that are out there, the breakers, and what they do.
Well, the breakwaters out there actually do what the name says. They break the waves. A lot of energy comes in. We're right at the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, and the breakwaters basically still the water, slow the movement of sand down, and really allow us to go from a beach that was eroding at 50 feet a year to one that's eroding just at a few feet a year.
And putting sand here, you were saying, kind of helps all the beaches along down Ocean View, Sarah Constant Park, almost to Willoughby because of the way it's moving.
Yes, every grain of sand works its way down the shoreline.
Yeah.
And particularly during hurricanes, that dune system that we have in East Ocean View has protected a lot of people.
Now, you said that this area has already been named one of the best restored beaches in the country, and now there's an opportunity for it to be the best of the best.
Yep, we're really excited about that because they really put us on the map, being one of the best restored in 2007, and now they're doing a best of the best. So we're really hoping that we might win that. We're up against a number of great beaches from the Texas coast to East Coast, but we think we've got a special beach here, so we're hoping that people will vote for us. It's been really satisfying to me to see all my years of work transforming a shoreline into what you see today.
And as we said, Lee lives here, but you don't have to live here to come and enjoy East Beach. Anyone in Norfolk, anyone in Hampton Roads can come and enjoy what's been so well done out here. And when you get here, tell them the Hampton Roads Show sent you. Lee was out there, planting the beach grass and working with the engineers, and really, I mean, when you look at the dunes out there, you would never believe that they were man-made because they're not, not a straight line, but they do a lot to protect the homes out there. So
Definitely.
We'll put the information to vote. Go to www.asbpa.org. You'll see a big Best of the Beach icon. Click on it for the details about voting. The voting closes April 27th. You can vote once every 24 hours. Right now, at last check, we were in 4th place. But I know with the surge of the Hampton Roadshow audience, we'll get ourselves right up to number 1.
I'm
And in the
vote for it
public.
because it's a real success story. They've done an amazing job transforming that area.
Yeah, I mean, because before, there was a coastline, but it wasn't a beach. What you see now, and now it's really gorgeous.
That was nice.
Awesome. Good job, Carrie.
Thank you.
And Pat Down.
And go visit. There you go. All right, let's take a look at the pop quiz for today and see what we have. We have the first clue up. It's a famous general. It's almost a giveaway there. About 1 million square feet. Take the credit card and an indoor harbor upstairs ? So Carrie, she thinks she's got this one. It helps if you have kids to know that last clue. So
I'm out the running.
I still expect Ariana to get it.
Ariana can get this.
What is it?
Take a credit card.
Shopping
Just take
since
a credit
you've lived
card.
here.
Come on.
MacArthur?
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Oh, very good. See?
She was very
I don't know
confident
why
in
I'm
that.
never confident. I'm like, MacArthur?
Just rolled out off the lips.
Who put a question mark in the prompter?
All right, Today's winner will receive a pair of tickets to see the Yvette Brothers. So
yes, that's
good luck with that. And also, if you join in, you could win the sustainable cookware.
Yeah, that's right. Pots and pans.
Pots and
10-piece
pans.
cookware set. All right, stay with us. We're going to be right back.
MacArthur?
All right, our lovely audience in the salmon pink and the apple green want to thank the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority
AKA representing and looking great today.
Yes.
Way to go, ladies.
The 59th Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference kicks off tomorrow, and of course, remember tomorrow in Norfolk State, I'm hosting the Teen Summit, so come on out. We'll have all the details on the website.
Just proves once a member, always a member,
That's
right?
true.
Yes.
All right.
We're like,
For
that's
life.
right. Yes.
AKA for life.
And a big thanks to the Closet Factory coming in and giving us some great green ideas.
And don't forget, if you've got green ideas about how to play in the backyard, don't forget about that Cliff Kids contest. $10,000 to the family who can come up with the best backyard game. So we'll have
And
details
vote
about
for
that too.
East Beach.
Yes.
We want to be the best in the country.
You can vote every 24 hours, so between now and April 27th. So
And
put
also-
it on your to-do list.
Bayport Credit Union and the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank Tastefully Yours is coming up, so make sure you go out and eat for a great cause. Give back.
I am Hampton Roads tomorrow.
I'm Hampton Roads is actually going to be something different, a live in-studio interview with a ballerina.
Really? Start moving the furniture
American Ballet.
now so you can
Ta-da!
perform.
All right.
Drop it, though.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.